Welcome to Stafford and a treasure hunt. Fun for young and for the not so young. Download the worksheet to collect clues at the castle and the ancient high house. Keep your eyes open, you might even spot a king. Are you all set? Let's start. This gate near the free car park and visitor centre leads to a wooded area. Behind me would have been the outer bailey, but without the trees. This was so that the enemies could be spotted from afar. Let's walk through the outer bailey and up the hill. This road is actually a filled-in moat ditch. Stafford Castle began as a moat and bailey structure. A moat is a small hill with a keep on top of it. The first Norman keep was built in the late 11th century, originally wood, later replaced with stone. Afterwards a full medieval castle stood here, which eventually fell into disrepair. This is the Gothic reconstruction from the 19th century. Let's step through one of the towers into the heart of the keep. The 19th century reconstruction used parts of the previous walls, and here's part of the Staffordshire knot. Below this yard would have been the wine cellar. The ground floor you see now was the service area, home to the buttery, pantry and the kitchen. The Great Hall once stood above, spreading across the first and second floors, but as you can see, it's now gone. This is the castle corridor. Are you ready for clue 1? Here's our knight, but don't worry, he's safely locked away. Did you spot the tower entrance with the gate? Archaeologists discovered that a fifth tower once stood here. Let's explore this area a bit. Number 5. And this is the inner bailey. The inner bailey was both a defensive line and home to key workers and important buildings. In the visitor centre, you can try out the latest helmet fashion. 3 plaquettes here. This helmet is not so good for glasses. And just around the corner, a full suit of armour waits. Even a kid-sized version. This knight wants to know,
have you subscribed to Penny Presses on Tour?
Even he heard of the channel. I'm impressed. Time for clue 2. Stafford Castle began as a moat and bailey castle, and this model shows the very first Norman design. Do you remember when it was built? If not, rewind and check. The visitor centre also gives a glimpse of everyday life centuries ago. No microwave, but simple cooking pots. Clue 3 is a treasure for young and old alike, a penny press. It's been here for a while, but it still delivers a nice and quite affordable keepsake. This machine is quite unusual. It only takes 50 pence for a penny press, and it even does all the work for you. And here a perfect souvenir. Let's head outside to explore this garden. This here is the medieval herb garden. Have a closer look at this raised bed. Can you identify the herbs growing here? This smells like mint. This is a medieval style garden, so expect traditional varieties. Give it a go, because this is clue number 4. For the next clues, let's head into Stafford town centre. Look out for this black and white timbered Tudor building, over 400 years old and full of history, and even a king stayed here. Behind me, just behind this tree there, this is the ancient high house. That's our next stop. Before you go in, you'll pass this tempting shop. I'll leave it up to you whether you want to pick up a little treasure from there. Step inside the timbered building and find the Victorian room. This space recreates a sitting room from around 1880. Notice the needlework, a skill young girls were expected to master. The room is packed with furniture and ornaments typical of the time. But what I couldn't find was a mouse house. Heading to the next room, you'll pass this 250-year-old wallpaper. Enter the steward room. Will we find a mouse den here? The room is simpler than the Victorian one, but features a stunning four-poster bed. There is a mouse house here, but sadly it's not open, so it doesn't count. Here's a recreated antique casket with a Stafford knot. Whoever made it had serious patience. I take my hat off to them. Now to Mr. Marson's shop and clue 5. Here is Mr. Marson himself. In 1826 he bought the entire building and turned the lower floor into shops. And we found another mouse house. Let's say goodbye to the shop. 2 more clues to go. Will we have enough time? Let's explore the Civil War room. And here's the final mouse house. Now, who is resting here? It's King Charles I himself. He stayed at the ancient High House in 1643. Did you find all the clues? Well done. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon for another Penny Press adventure.